Dear Sam and Robin, it was lovely to talk to you today. I love your enthusiasm. You're rearing to go and dashing ahead, but maybe you are going too fast without thinking things through. I have to say, I do not think you have a viable product yet. You may not like what I am going to say, but if I'm going to try to help you and recommend you to a promoter I know, or give you a grant, you need to have a much more robust and professional entity, and one that has longevity. I don't want to depress you and want to help, but there's a lot to be desired in all departments so far. The name, the concept, the logo, and the blurb of what you are about. And there is still a confusion in the relationship of what you are doing and what Campbell is doing and has already done. See the poster below for the Mauve Club tribute to Les Cousins. The name, you have established that you can't for copyright reasons. Use the name Les Cousins, Les Caravans is a crude connection and does not make sense. The concept, Les Cousins was a place where people could stay and play as long as they wanted, and the proprietor did not mind. The same people came week on week to play or listen. It was his place, and people could sleep under the benches all night if they wanted. I do not believe that you can recreate that in other people's venues where you are looking to be booked for one-off gigs. They have staff and need to clear up and close up at a certain time. If independent venues are booking gigs, and they will need to attract a paying audience. They need a show, not a hangout. So if is this something you are prepared to take on board, we can talk further. The logo. I know it is homemade, but sadly it looks homemade. It has no aesthetic or artistic quality or meaning to it. Basically it says ES Aravans, which means nothing, with some squiggles and a broken wheel. Now let's look at the words you have written. Inspired by the all-night impromptu format of the legendary 60s folk clubs, Les Caravans is a traveling collective comprising of some of Britain's finest singers and instrumentalists. First meeting in London's Broadside Hacksmouth nights, the group now features musicians from across the British Isles, including Robin Adams, Glasgow, Daisy Rickman, Cornwall, Sam Grassi, Bigger, Rosie Brownhill, Staffordshire, UK, Matteo Austin Dean, Portsmouth, Sam Fryer, Cardiff, and Alfie Jones, London. An evening with Les Caravans begins with solo performances and descends into a raucous full band performance that rings into the cold night. If I was a promoter with a venue, the first words would make my heart sink, make me run a mile. The all-night impromptu format of the legendary 60s folk clubs, red, unruly drunkenness. I'm not sure that you can at this stage boast having some of Britain's the finest musicians. I'm not sure what the Broadside Hacks references are doing there. As I said before, if you want to be booked by venues and promoters, you need to offer a show. It needs to start with the group performing 2 or 3 songs together and warming the audience, then the slash of the group welcomes the soloist and introduces them one by one. If they have a 20-minute slot, the last piece should be a duet with the next soloist and so on. And to say that it descends, why use a word like descends, goes down, into a raucous performance? This is definitely another no-no for a promoter, even though that might happen. You may well say, Geraldine, you don't understand, and we know what we are doing. You are out of touch, so go away. However, if you want me to help you on in your careers, to get gigs and be recognized as a bona fide traveling folk group with a mission, fulfilling a need that is not served, then you need to confirm 2 or 3 people who are leading this outfit and their particular roles in it, like you two and Alfie Jones. A couple guests who are confirmed like Sam Fryer and Daisy Rickman. You need a unique and meaningful name with a subtitle something like the UK's Traveling Folk Club. You need a professionally designed logo. I'm sure Alfie could do something great for you, and a structured format for gigs that promoters understand and are able to book. Once you have those we need to firm up the words to describe this, collect some patrons who will back you and will help to get gigs, and then you will be in a position to start to get gigs. If you would like to work